Hello everybody, hey, hi, how you doing? Jay McCain here, coming to you with my extra week Wizard coffee. For another coffee from Tea-Capistan. Today we got the guy that Chris Hansen recognizes from the train lined up. This is one I haven't watched too much, so I'm excited to give it a re-watch. Consider liking and subscribing, and let's get to the good stuff, shall we?
The predators I catch come in all shapes, all sizes, and all ages. Like this creep pushing 60. But Charles Lawrence isn't looking to hook up with a 13-year-old girl. He's looking for a boy.
He says I live alone. Okay, I'm alone.
Lawrence doesn't know it, but he's the latest guy I've caught in our all-new investigative series, Hansen Vs Predator.
We have to have just at least one more communication.
We're working with the cooperation of Fairfield, Connecticut Police and Tetrad Corps, an online predator watchdog group.
Oh, it's a Predator Sting co-op.
That's it.
In
How
our
progressive.
sting house, we've hidden more than a dozen cameras. We've even placed a microphone
Leaf cam.
underneath a leaf. Lawrence is well educated and apparently very well off. He lives in Fairfield, a jewel of Connecticut's Gold Coast. He's an accountant. He works as a commercial real estate broker. And get this.
Oh my god, the digital sound effects are out of control. Dee-dee-dee, dee-dee-dee.
He lives only 2,000 feet away from our sting house, a quarter mile he probably wishes he never traveled.
Hopefully Lori can get this guy back on the feed. I don't care what she says.
Lori from Tetrad is texting Lawrence as our on-site decoy looks on. On social media, Lawrence calls himself an 8x6 guy. The decoy clearly tells Lawrence his age.
How old are you?
What the fuck does
Swear
that
you won't
mean?
report me? Of
What?
course not.
It's an 8x6 guy?
Lawrence calls himself an 8x6 guy.
Oh, I think I know what it means.
The decoy clearly tells Lawrence his age.
How old are you?
Swear you won't report me?
Of course not.
13.
But when the decoy reveals his
Me,
supposed
my
age,
mommy,
Lawrence immediately
my
follows up
daddy.
with what seems to be either concern or some unrecognized intuition.
Are you a cop or involved in law enforcement?
LOL. Really?
Gotta be careful.
Yeah, man, I get it.
The conversation quickly becomes sexually charged.
I had sex with my ex-girlfriend, nothing with a guy.
Gotcha. But you like guys better now?
Never tried it, but being with my girlfriend was really awkward.
Maybe you need a good teacher.
Yeah, you know one?
You're talking to him. LOL. School is in session.
Oh,
Then the
Jesus.
lesson
Oh, no, 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 no. If you ever find yourself saying that, just pause, reflect, think about the life choices that have brought you here.
turns even naughtier as
School is
Lawrence
in
talks to our
session.
decoy about hardcore gay
I also like how it says fence cam here. Fence cam.
porn.
Do you watch porn?
Yeah.
What do you like to watch?
Yeah, what do you like?
Mostly gay porn and some bi porn.
But the exchange gets so graphic, we can't reveal the remaining text. Finally, Lawrence arrives, and the sting is on.
How you doing? Good.
Good
in.
you. Hallway cam. Thanks, Crime Watch Daily.
Lights on. I know, it's getting dark out. It's supposed
Kitchen
to rain. It's
cam.
hurricane. You want something to eat? I know. You can take a seat. Well, you want a drink? You want some water?
Yeah, great.
You want water? Yeah. How's your day been so far?
Good.
Yeah. There you go.
Some water, Doc.
So did you bring anything?
Oh, I have in the car.
You have it in the car?
But before he can retrieve
I
something
gotta
from his
bounce.
car, Lawrence is about to get a big surprise.
Dude, he was about to run. He sniffed out that decoy, didn't he?
No, Chris.
And if he thinks he's in for a shock, so am I.
What are you doing here? Something strikes me. It looks familiar.
And what cops say they found in his car that will turn your stomach. Charles Lawrence is a well-to-do real estate broker in the Connecticut suburbs.
How you doing? Good. Just come in.
He believes he's come to this house to meet a 13-year-old boy after exchanging salacious text messages like these.
Just got out of the shower.
How was your shower? About to do the same.
Hot and wet, LOL.
And hopefully soapy. LOL.
But for this agent, there is no open house. And his best sales pitch is about to strike out. I've caught more.
Hopefully soapy. What's up with that? Oh, I mean, hopefully hot. I like hot showers. I think nothing's better than a nice hot shower. Something like that, but hopefully soapy. What does that mean?
More than 300 predators in the last decade, and some of them even know me from TV.
No, Chris. What are you doing here?
But this is the first time I've caught anyone who I know. The second Charles Lawrence walked in the door, I thought, I swear I know this guy from somewhere.
Now I'm watching from the monitor in the other room as he walks in, and something strikes me. He looks familiar. I couldn't put my finger on it. And it dawns on me that this was a fellow I had met on the commuter train years ago. Knew his name. He was in real estate. And here he is in our kitchen trying to hook up with a 13-year-old boy.
When Lawrence sees me, he bolts, gripped in sheer panic.
What are you doing here? Chris, please. I know, but you have to explain this to me. Come here, man.
He runs out the door. Now the man I know from the train
Looks like he's trying to commute his way out of town.
is about to be derailed. The Fairfield cops nab him in the driveway.
That's too
They
bad.
slap the cuffs on him and take him into the garage.
I feel like we've been deprived a Chris Hansen interview with a guy one of these guys that he actually knows in real life.
Do you have any weapons on? No. Anything that's gonna hurt us? No. Any needles? No.
He's put into the back seat of an unmarked car and taken to police headquarters. At the station, he tries to hide his face with a hoodie, but there's no escape from our cameras. The Fairfield police chief gave us rare access in the back rooms of the...
That's funny. What do you think that conversation was like all those years ago on the commuter train? So, what do you do? I'm in real estate. What do you do? You do what? To who? And they go to jail? For that? Oh, no way. That's awesome. Good for you.
the station, so you can see the booking process up close.
Anything you say or statements you make may be used against you.
Lawrence empties his pockets and cops frisk him. They take his mugshot. He's fingerprinted, and he gives his consent to allow cops to search his SUV.
Want me to, I'll do this side?
Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
Cops find cigarettes,
Is it cheap
condoms,
enough?
and
Yeah,
a gay porn video called Seattle Bareback Boys.
Woo! Seattle, represent. Me and my homies being bareback boys.
Lawrence is taken into the interrogation room. He signs away his right to remain silent.
You know, I mean, Chris Hansen is actually, I know him, he's a friend of mine. I commuted with him on the train for years.
Yeah, that'll get you out of this. I happen to know Chris Hansen.
And that's more of an embarrassment than anything. I've seen Chris's show before, so
I understand you've seen Chris's show before, and unfortunately, this is the way this is played out.
No, Chris.
When you meet Chris Hansen in the kitchen, there's no way.
Is it your understanding you were going there to see and talk to a 13-year-old?
No.
No. Okay. Well, that's kind of why. That's kind of why.
My intention at all. I would never do that.
But the detective tells him he had to know he was doing something wrong.
There would be no reason for you to ask this then.
Right.
Are you a cop or involved in law enforcement?
It's a question.
They respond back, laugh out loud, really? And you write back, gotta be careful.
Right. I would never.
They write back, yeah, man, I get it. So the problem you're gonna have with your explanation is if you thought legitimately that the person was 18 and you thought that you read the number 18, at that point, from what you just said in your mind, you're really alleviated of any concerns about dealing with a minor or anything like that.
Not true, because again, people could say they're 18 and they're not.
But you didn't say that. You just asked after finding out, after the age was written, which was 13, you're claiming 18.
Right,
After that number was written,
Yeah.
you move forward with some other back and forth, which I can read. I'm looking to get away from that.
Okay.
But then you clearly write,
But I
are
do
you
that
law
with
enforcement or a cop?
I do that with everybody because
I don't understand why
be in trouble with anything.
It's a
I don't
question.
understand why you would write that or
I
be
asked
concerned
everybody.
about that if in fact you thought you read the number 18.
He's going full Jeff Stacy. I love it.
13, I would have shut it right down. I would have blocked him right then and there.
But you didn't.
Charles Lawrence is old
Went
enough
to the
to
house.
be this kid's grandfather. Yet he exchanged some raunchy text messages offering to teach the young boy about sex.
I had sex with my ex-girlfriend, nothing with a guy.
Gotcha. But you like guys better now?
Part
Never
two.
tried it, but being with my girlfriend was really awkward.
Maybe you need a good teacher.
Yeah, you know one?
You're talking to him. LOL. School is in session.
School is in session.
And you won't believe his explanation for trying to hook up with a 13-year-old. He blames it all on his eyesight.
I thought he told me.
Holy shit, the decoy's wearing a Rooster Teeth hoodie.
With a
What a weird decision.
13-year-old.
Oh no! Wasn't one of these guys from Rooster Teeth, wasn't he ousted for grooming young women? I don't think anyone underage, but like 18, 19-year-old fans and having sex with them at conventions and stuff.
He blames it all on his eyesight.
I thought he told me he was 18.
Okay. Okay, so you thought you were meeting an 18-year-old.
My eye got scratched, so I can't wear my contacts, so I'm wearing these glasses. And I was downstairs having a cup of coffee, and my glasses were upstairs. And he's looking,
Oh, I couldn't see the screen defense.
I'm looking. I thought he said 18. I swear to God. I would never, ever in my entire life meet a 13-year-old. I can say to my own self, it's disgusting.
Okay.
All right, that's not, so consenting adults is a different story. I could show you that I was at my ophthalmologist yesterday, an eye doctor, that I was scratching my eye as to why I'm wearing these glasses and why I didn't see that correctly.
I can show you. I can show you if you want to see. It says 13.
I can't even read that.
Okay.
I thought it said 18.
It says 13.
Okay.
And that's fine.
Some people, they say they're 18 and they're not.
The detective's not buying it and explains the charges.
It's at least a creative defense.
Charges are criminal attempt to commit risk of injury to a minor, criminal attempt to commit sexual assault in the second degree, and enticing a minor.
The bail is set at $75,000. Lawrence decides not to fight the charges. He pleads guilty.
Wow.
When Crime Watch Daily went to his
Wow, he pled guilty at arraignment?
sentencing at the Fairfield County Court, Lawrence entered through the employee entrance in order to avoid our cameras. Inside, he reportedly told the judge, "I am not a pedophile. I use poor judgment, but I have never seen, used, or downloaded child pornography in my life." He got 8 years suspended
Whoa.
after serving 2 years in prison,
Okay.
and he has to register as a sex offender when he's released.
I was gonna say 8 years is a lot.
That tough sentence is just fine with.
I mean, comparatively. It seems like most of these guys get like 3 or 4. So 2 years is actually not too bad.
With Fairfield Police Chief Gary McNamara, who is working hard to keep predators out of his city.
That's a pretty stiff sentence for a first-time offender.
Well, yeah. Well, some would say it's not stiff enough, Chris. Some would say it's not stiff
Speaking of things that weren't stiff enough.
enough, but certainly that should send the message out that we all know what the intent was, what the reason for the visit was, and he's held accountable for that.
No, Chris.
We got another predator off the streets. It's still hard to believe it's an acquaintance of mine from the commuter train. Charles Lawrence is now taking a one-way ride to prison.
Nice. There it is. There's the commuter train pun. I knew if we held out long enough, we would get one. All right, that was what was it? Charles Lawrence. I guess there's probably a reason you don't see this one too much, because he just pretty much tucked tail and ran away. So if you made it this far, thank you for watching. Please consider liking and subscribing. Saturday episodes are on my Patreon. $3 a month gets you 4 episodes a month, and those are longer format, so that's a pretty good deal, I would say. Consider checking it out. Links below. Mind, body, spirit, harmonious resonance. Be where your feet are, and of course, as always, stay watermom forever.